Joining us now, I have Lindsey Granger and Robby Soave, co-hosts of Rising on thehill.com, YouTube, and other platforms. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for hopping on. Robby, let me just start with you because we're told the parties still remain pretty far apart when it comes to funding and no signs of any talks being planned. Maybe you're hearing differently on your end, but how do you think this ultimately gets sorted out?
Well, look, Republicans know that they owe their base answers on immigration and immigration enforcement. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to say that these ICE agents who face threats on their life, doxing, harassment, would have to go without masks. That's the sticking point. I think most people do agree that they should be wearing body cameras because those can help sort out incidents even in the officer's favor. If they're falsely accused of something, we need to prove they were acting justifiably. But the masks is a big sticking point because Republicans do not want to subject ICE officers to harassment. And so I suspect this will go on for some time.
And Lindsey, pretty hard to get a deal done when everybody decided to leave town on recess. Do you see one side getting more of the blame in the interim here than the other?
Well, I think when you think about the fact that CBP and ICE, DHS are still funded largely because of the big, beautiful bill through this, the real people that are catching the brunt of all this are FEMA and TSA. And so I think Americans at home who just saw a shutdown are probably equally frustrated as they were at the end of last year when we saw the government shut down so long to no end. So that's part of, I think, the motivation for Democrats to actually get something through. They're calling these common sense measures like unmasking agents, like tightening the requirements for warrants, like ending roving patrols. And they feel like if they don't stick to something, then they won't have anything to run on come November for the midterms.
President Trump, I know he said aboard Air Force One just on Monday that he was going to sit down with Democrats this week to talk DHS funding. He said, I don't like some of the things they're asking for, and we are going to protect ICE. Robby, do you think that his in-person presence with them moves the needle whatsoever?
Yeah, it could. We always have to remember that as showy, the confrontational, all of our political figures' styles are in when they're in front of TV cameras. Behind the scenes, they can get things done. They talk, they strategize, they compromise. Trump is a more conciliatory figure behind the scenes when he's not on television than a lot of liberal commentators give him credit for. So I would not put it past him to be able to work out some deal. I don't think Democrats want to be on the record as thwarting funding for law enforcement. Haven't they all decided that defund the police was a bad slogan that damaged them in the minds of voters? I think that is ultimately where they come down. So we could see compromise.
Yeah, and again, we don't have any word on when that sit down might be. But of course, if we learn that, we'll keep everybody posted. Lindsey, meanwhile, you have a source telling NewsNation that Trump just held this meeting on the midterms at the Capitol Hill Club in D.C. on Tuesday. Apparently reported that he was joined by White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, Deputy Chief James Blair, along with several other cabinet members. Looking ahead to later on this year, do you think that this shutdown and then also the 43-day shutdown over the holidays, does that sway voters when it comes to the elections?
I think so, because now Republicans understand, based on this meeting, that they have a lot of explaining to do. And you could even go further back than that, from bringing in Doge and Elon Musk and then hearing that our deficit is ballooning past points that it's ever been, to the fact that Trump is not getting high ratings currently on the economy. And even this immigration conversation, which is what the shutdown is all about right now, and the healthcare conversation. People are now paying more for healthcare. People are largely not appreciative of the way that ICE is going about the tactics in Minnesota, according to recent polling. So Republicans have to figure out how to make this all work in their favor. And it's certainly going to be an uphill battle because people at home feel like the #1 issue that they voted for President Trump on, besides immigration, and was really important for some of these things, was to have a better economy. And that's the #1 thing. They're not feeling like the economy is any better.
We'll see. We'll stay on top of this. We'll see if some sort of resolution comes to pass soon. Robby Soave, Lindsey Granger, thanks so much to both of you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.